GolfDestination.tv is presented by Gosling's Rums of Bermuda, home of the notorious Dark and Stormy. Coming up on GolfDestination.tv, we visit a course that has been a New England favorite since the day it opened, the Sugarloaf Golf Club in Maine. It is perennially chosen as the #1 golf course in Maine, a distinction awarded again this year by Golf Digest. There are so many memorable holes here, it's often said there are 18 signature holes. Stay tuned. GolfDestination.tv is right now. Welcome to GolfDestination.tv. I'm Bill Jones. The Sugarloaf Golf Club is a must on your golfing list. Designer Robert Trent Jones Jr. called it one of the most spectacular courses he's ever been associated with. A person who has been associated with Sugarloaf and worked with Jones in the beginning is Peter Weber.
We'd had some discussions back here with Sugarloaf about trying to make Sugarloaf a four-season resort. We talked to the town, and there was some interest here in building a golf course. And I told Mr. Jones that, and I said, you know, we don't have any money, but we're really interested in maybe doing something. And I didn't know Mr. Jones at that time, but I knew of him, of course, and I was anxious to talk to him. Jones had moved from New Jersey to California, but then as he saw what was happening in mountains and so forth, he wanted to get something in the east. And he saw this as a great opportunity for him to design a mountain course and get his name in the east. Later that year in September, I got a call from Bobby, and he was in Boston. He said, I want to fly up and see what you guys have got. He said, Pete, can we get an airplane? And I said, sure. So we flew up over the mountain and came up, flew up the Carrabassett River. He said, Pete, that's where the golf course should be. Who owns that land? And I said, well, I own part of it, and Sugarloaf Mountain owns part of it. And he said, well, that's where it should be. He was terrific. He was back here a lot, and he was fun to work with. He did just a wonderful job, but he also credited the land we had. It just lent itself to a great golf course. And you know, the accolades that we've had, I mean, the first 24 years we were #1 in Golf Digest ratings, and that's unheard of for the state of Maine. So I would say it far exceeded anything that I thought they would ever get. This was total wilderness, and while we were building this golf course, there were still no roads in here. We had to build a road in to build it, and then eventually we built the West Mountain Road and started the development. Right from the start, the town has been very involved in this. It's been a great partnership through the years, and we've been very, very fortunate. What's been great about it is it's totally changed the culture of this area. And it's a four-season resort now, and people have come up here, built homes, and retired up here, and summer's very active. It's just changed everything up here, and it's great. We've continued through the years to try to make the course more playable. For instance, we used to have a bunker right in the middle of the 9th fairway at 200 yards. And I called Bobby and I said, Bobby, that doesn't make any sense that that bunker's in the 9th. He said, Pete, go ahead and do what you want. So we removed that bunker. Through the years, we've tried to make it more player-friendly. And we have. We've added quite a few front tees for ladies as we continue to get more and more ladies play. Cleaned out the woods. That's one of the biggest changes we've made. It's 25 years that we've been open, and I'm still here and still enjoying it. What really excites me is people that, after they play it, you know, come and say, boy, what a great experience this has been, and it's just a beautiful golf course. And I couldn't be more proud of what we have here.
As fantastic as the golf course is, Sugarloaf is a full-service resort with great activities for everyone to enjoy in the breathtaking beauty of the Carrabassett Valley in Maine.
When you arrive at the Sugarloaf Golf Course, great sense of arrival. I mean, the first thing you see is Sugarloaf Mountain itself. You come up, the winding roads, beautiful terrain, and then you're greeted here by our staff entering the golf club itself. It's a new building. great pro shop, a new restaurant. And then there's the course itself. You start out on the front nine, beautiful mountain golf, great scenery of the Bigelows, challenging but rewarding golf. Here at Sugarloaf, in the summertime, many people come to golf, and many choose to stay overnight. Our Sugarloaf Mountain Hotel is one of our premier properties. People can enjoy a great night's stay, newly refurbished rooms with new beds, flat panel televisions, new furniture. There at the property is the Double Diamond Steakhouse and Wine Bar. The Double Diamond is a great close to any day on the golf course. Great steaks, nice atmosphere, a wonderful wine list. So that's recommended for anyone that's here at Sugarloaf. Outside of the Sugarloaf Mountain Hotel, the village has numerous restaurants that people enjoy. And then within a short radius of the resort, there's numerous other restaurants that have been here for years and are beloved by many of the people who come back to Sugarloaf time and time again. Sugarloaf is best known for its winter activities. Skiing and snowboarding have been taking place here for over 60 years, and Sugarloaf is the largest ski area east of the Rockies. It's well known for producing top-notch Olympic athletes and beloved as a U.S. ski mecca. Sugarloaf has a wonderful following. They come from all walks of life, all different characters. They're from Maine, they're from other parts of New England. There's people who just spend the summers here who are from far away. There's this connection to the place, to the golf course, to the skiing. There's a wonderful community and people want to be a part of that, and they come back year after year. They choose to live here, they choose to have a second home here. It's hard to describe, but there's thousands of them, and we call them Sugarloafers. Sugarloaf's got that incredible combination of people and service, of facilities, views, geography that can't be replicated anywhere else. It's one of a kind, and that's why people travel a long way to get here.
Coming up, we speak with the head professional and the course superintendent at Sugarloaf Golf Club. And we take a look at the first 9 signature holes at Sugarloaf Golf Club. When GolfDestination.tv, presented by Gosling's Rums of Bermuda, continues. GolfDestination.tv, presented by Gosling's Rums of Bermuda, will return in a moment. Welcome back to GolfDestination.tv. I'm Bill Jones. Now let's meet the 2 men who call the Sugarloaf Golf Club their office. Head professional Steve Niezgoda and golf course super Bob Bruce.
To be able to play this golf course well, you're going to need every part of your golf game to be at its best. You can hit good tee shots, but a lot of it is placement golf. Out here, there's a lot of woods. The woods are full of long hitters. So, you know, if you're hitting it long, you're not necessarily going to be scoring as well. It's a placement golf course, so it's challenging. This golf course is definitely a course that every different type of golfer can play. We offer several different tee boxes. There is a tee box for the women, and then we have 3 different tee boxes set up for the men, really depending on your game. All the way from the back, it's 6,900 yards. So it's not really a long, demanding length course, but it's more of a challenging target golf course.
Our fairways are narrow, and there's not a lot of forgiveness if you slice or you hook your ball. So if you can hit the ball straight, you're gonna do pretty well at Sugarloaf. The greens at Sugarloaf we try to keep around 9 to 9.5. For tournaments we might get into 10.5, but then we'll slow them right back down.
All of these greens are very unique. There's not one green that's similar to the next. There's a lot of undulation, a lot of areas where you would much rather be, you know, depending on where the pin's placed. For example, on hole 7, it's very undulating, and the top left corner of 7 is significantly more uphill than the lower front part of it. It's definitely a golf course that has challenging, undulating greens.
We don't have a lot of rough at Sugarloaf. However, what we do have is thick, and it just kind of helps speed up play so people can find their balls a little easier.
I would say that probably holes 10 and 11 are our most signature holes. Starting with 10, it's typically going to be like a 3-wood or a hybrid shot, depending on which tees you play from, leading you then, if you hit a good shot, down to about 100 yards into the green. Then you're going to have a nice wedge shot in, hoping to leave it below the hole so that you have a nice little uphill putt to the pin. Then moving on to the 11th hole, it's a very unique par 3. You've got a severe elevation change. I believe it's right around a 120-foot drop from tee to green. You got to carry over the river to a small postage stamp green that's surrounded by bunkers. That's very challenging, very beautiful, very scenic, but I've seen some people post some large numbers there. I would definitely believe that people can remember each shot from every hole, and be able to almost give a definition of every single hole to their friends and family, just explaining what each shot was. It's definitely a course where you'll remember every aspect of your game that day.
Every day is a challenge, but it's fun. And I feel very grateful to come up to Sugarloaf, which has been ranked the #1 golf course in the state of Maine. And you look forward to getting up in the morning and coming to work because you just never know what you're going to have.
Now let's take a look at the front side of the Sugarloaf Golf Club. Proper tee selection is a must, so before you tee it up, you may want to play one tee marker group up if it's your first time playing at Sugarloaf. The opening hole is a precursor of things to come. Place the ball in the fairway with a 3-wood. Don't try and gamble on this par 4 that can be stretched to 421 yards. The second hole is a 3-shot par 5. A brook protects the right side of the fairway. You'll hit over that brook for your second shot. The green has 4 bunkers protecting it. The third is a nice par 3 that you should play between 170 and 190 yards. The green is very contoured with a bunker awaiting shots hit to the left. Hit the ball down the right side of the fairway on the par 5 fourth. It's possible to reach it in 2, but the green is more receptive to lofted clubs when you hit your approach. The par 4 fifth is a challenging hole. A dogleg right straight up the hill. It is at least a 1 club difference for your approach to the green. The 6th is a demanding dogleg right par 4 that requires length and accuracy off the tee. Your approach is to an elevated green. This hole gives you your first glimpse at Sugarloaf Mountain. The 7th is a par 4 that looks tame, but it can turn on you in an instant. The green is probably the most challenging on the course. On the 8th hole, choose enough club to get over the water fronting the green. You finish the front side with a solid par 4. Bite off as much of the corner as you can stomach to put yourself in a good position for birdie. The lie on your approach may be uphill. The phrase, "the best is yet to come," is sometimes overused. But when talking about Sugarloaf's back nine, it's dead on. When we come back, we visit the spectacular back nine of Sugarloaf when GolfDestination.tv, presented by Gosling's Rums of Bermuda, continues. GolfDestination.tv is brought to you in part by Gosling's Rums of Bermuda and the delicious Dark and Stormy, Bermuda's national drink, and the perfect 19th hole relaxer. Now let's take a look at the back nine at Sugarloaf Golf Club. Some of the most spectacular 9 holes you'll ever play. When you stand on the tee at the par 4 10th, you're looking at one of the prettiest golf landscapes in the country. This short par 4 is lined with 6 bunkers. Avoid those and you will then need an accurate wedge to the green. If you're long, your ball will be enjoying another main attraction, whitewater rafting. Could the 11th tee be the most beautiful tee shot in America? It is one of the most photographed holes. The green awaits your tee shot 128 feet below you on this par 3. The ever-present Carrabassett River meanders through this hole and will continue to throughout the back nine. When your heart has stopped racing, The par 5 12th is next on your card. 2 sets of tees on either side of the river offers uniqueness to the hole. Plod along with a good drive and second shot, and you'll have an easy approach to the green. Pay attention to the pin placement. This green offers a lot of movement. The par 4 13th has 4 bunkers on it, and it is very narrow. The Carrabassett River again makes an appearance on the left side of the green. The 14th is another par 4 that commands accuracy off the tee. The approach is one of the prettiest in New England as you head over the Carrabassett to a green that can be easily missed. The par 3 15th is a beautiful hole. This features a shot of 170 yards over water. The 16th is the last par 5 on the course, and it offers a great chance for birdie. Your approach is to a green with 2 bunkers. Sugarloaf Mountain looks down upon you in the background. To par out at Sugarloaf, you're going to have to earn it. The 17th is a par 4 dogleg left that plays uphill. Don't be short on your approach or you'll be in the deep bunkers fronting the green. Pull out the driver on 18 and let it loose because this par 4 plays uphill. The green is surrounded by bunkers, but missed hit shots to the right will offer the opportunity to chip it on. Sugarloaf is an experience that anyone who has played golf in New England must play at least once. There's plenty to do here at Sugarloaf. Let's take a look.
The golf here at Sugarloaf is incredible, but afterwards there's plenty to do. Sugarloaf has our zipline tours where people can get strapped up and take 6 zip lines through the forest over the Rookie River. High energy, enjoyable, anyone can do it, so it's a great amenity here at the resort. You know, for people who are looking for something a little bit more subdued, they can take a scenic lift ride to the top of the mountain and get incredible views of the Bigelows and the golf course itself from an elevated view.
Coming up, we meet some Sugarloafers when GolfDestination.tv, presented by Gosling's Rums of Bermuda, continues. Welcome back to GolfDestination.tv, presented by Gosling's Rums of Bermuda. Sugarloaf is enjoyed throughout the year with different activities, but for these Sugarloafers, they love to talk about the golf course.
There was a whole bunch of us that had graduated from CVA at the same time. So for many summers, I actually worked the course, and you know, I'd go out and hit balls on the range and stuff at that point. And then in '05, after I won the World Championships, got picked up by Nike. You know, I'd always done action sports, and kind of prior to that, all my summers have been spent whitewater kayaking and everything. And Nike was like, "Yeah, you want a set of golf clubs?" And I was like, "Well, yeah, you know, I'll try it out." And so it was really just a few days, and I got completely hooked. As anyone at the pro shop could tell you, I pretty much live here in the summers now. We've got a constant Facebook post going between me and one of the ex-greenskeepers on our summer-long matches, and I'm out here 5, 6, 7 days a week. So I love the course, and it's become a integral part of all my summers here.
The day we dedicated our new clubhouse, Mr. Trent Jones came up. You know, he did a speech and he did a salute to us. And then afterward, myself and 4 or 5 friends got to sit with Mr. Jones at a table right out here. And his stories were fantastic about how he built this place, the strategy into building the place. It was really neat to listen to him as the course architect. When you play with someone who's never played here before, the look of awe on their face, you know, especially when they get up on number 10 and 11, and you know, they're just looking around at the beautiful backdrop. You know, it's fun to watch somebody for the first time. Well, my favorite is number 12. It's a par 5 on the back, you know, birch trees lining all the way down the fairway, double dog leg. A lot of strategy comes into that hole. Obviously, 10 and 11 are the people's favorites. Number 11 is probably one of the nicest views on a golf course in all of New England. We're lucky to have it, and we're proud of it.
One of the problems we have here, if we don't watch it, is slow play. And one of the reasons is that people, when they stand on the first hole and look at the big old mountain range, the cameras come out and they want to take pictures and so forth and so on.
The view is incredible. Unbelievable view. Can't get any better than this.
The greens are, typical Trent Jones Jr. greens. Huge undulations, very defined landing spots on the greens. That's part of the challenge of this course, and I absolutely love that. I'll be looking forward to finding out where the pin placement is as I'm coming around on certain holes and trying to, stick it close. It's a lot of fun. For people who like a challenging game of golf, it's a must-hit in New England. It's absolutely amazing.
Well, we hope you enjoyed our visit to Sugarloaf Golf Club. We're also frequently uploading past shows to our website, golfdestination.tv, so you can see everywhere we've visited. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. I'm Bill Jones.